Benue Massacre, now who they responsible? The government, the gunmen, or the silence? My people, Amebo Barrister don't come again. But today Tori, na Tori wey be say it touch me very strongly for heart. Na tears and pain full ground for Benue State as I dey follow una yarn so. Over 150 people don't kpai, butchered, burnt alive, murdered in their sleep. In fact, this na one of the most gruesome killing wey we don see for Nigeria this year. Dem say na unknown gunmen, but my people, make we no lie o. This thing na serious crime and na crime against humanity. So now we wan ask, who go carry this blame? Wetin law talk? And number 3, can the government be held liable? Make I break am down give una. Number 1, wetin even really happen sef? The location na Yelewata community wey dey for Guma local government inside Benue State. The date of the incidents na the night of June 5 enter June 6. Report when dey ground, over 150 people burnt, butchered, killed in their sleep. Security intervention, we hear say e get one security post when dey close to that village, but no intervention at all. And my people, true, this na one of the worst killings wey don happen for inside we Naija in very recent time. Now the second segment wey we wan look now na the issue of duty of government vis-a-vis the right of a citizen. Make we look this whole tragic scenario, put am side by side with wetin we dey call our ogbonge law, Nigeria 99 Constitution. The first thing wey I wan make we touchlight for this segment na the fundamental right to life, which dey inside the section 33 of the 1999 Constitution. According to the provision of that law, everybody get right to life and nobody fit deprive another person of him right to life. Wetin this thing mean be say, in the event say person come threaten you, try to collect your life, try to take your life anyhow you wan do with the life, the law go fit to punish that offender for attempting to attempt against your life. And if government as an institution fail to prevent an attempted attempt or the actual attempt of anything wey go lead to mass death, loss of life, the government fit dey liable or questionable one way or the other, because them don't breach the provisions of section 33 of the Constitution. Now the second leg for this segment now based on the chapter 2 of the Constitution, when talk about fundamental objectives and directive principle of state policy. This one, it dey inside section 14 sub 2 paragraph B of the Constitution. According to this provision of the Constitution, it talks say the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose and responsibility of government. That is to say, the major reason for the government na to make sure say he provide for the people welfare and security. But now inside here it can't be like say some kind sort of bagashaka dey inside, because by the provisions of our Constitution, anything wey dey under this chapter 2 of the Constitution, e no dey justiciable. That is to say, if the government fail to carry out their responsibility, you no fit drag them go court to go enforce to say government supposed to do that thing wey they supposed to do inside the section 14 sub 2 paragraph B in terms of security and welfare of the people. So inside the kind of a summarization summary, it means say when government fail to provide security, welfare, job opportunities and other kind of amenities, because e no dey justiciable, you no fit to sue government because of that kind thing. Now based on our Amebo Barrister legal analysis, I wan make una come understand say a particular provision when dey under chapter 2 of the Constitution in terms of state policy and duty, which they talk say na non-justiciable, when it can overlap, crisscross with the provisions of chapter 4 of the Constitution, which talk about the fundamental rights. That is to say, when the failure of the government to perform the duty under chapter 2 can lead to infringement of a fundamental right under chapter 4, for example, this loss of life, for that kind of scenario, the court go fit step in. And when we talk court here, now court of law of a competent jurisdiction. So if government failing to perform their responsibility under chapter 2 of the Constitution, which talk about security, and because of that it lead to loss of life, as it don't happen so, person fit sue the government to go court for breach of section 33 right to life, because the government been failed to act when necessary. Now for the number 3 part of our gist today, we want to begin to ask ourselves, say, who be the actors for inside this whole scenario and wetin be the extent of their liability. The first actor we want to consider now those unknown gunmen them. And then they liable for mass murder and the terrorism, which they punishable under the Criminal Code and the Terrorism Prevention Act. The second actor we want to touchlight now the government vis-a-vis security agencies. And for these ones, Amebo Barrister go tell you say them they liable to an extent in terms of negligence to do what they supposed to do. That is to say, to provide necessary security of lives and property for the citizens of Benue State. The third actor we want to look for inside this our movie, so now the military and the police for their inaction, and the citizens, especially those when they affected, fit file wetin dem dey call class action before a court of law for breach of constitutional rights. Now we wan ask ourselves the big question: if government dey see all these things dey happen, killing here, killing there, and the government fail to do anything in terms of their responsibility to provide security, no be this kind thing dem dey call complicity? My people, we don dey see this kind things boku boku. Today na Benue, before na Plateau, the next tomorrow na Katsina, another day na Taraba. The other time itself for Southern Kaduna. No form of closure, compensation for the victim. Meanwhile, people wey dey perpetrate this evil act, dem dey waka freely like say nothing dey happen. Government go come, issue statement, but no arrest, no trial, no compensation for the victim. My people, this kind thing no good oh. That na why we must begin to push to ensure say chapter 2 of our constitution make it no just be moral duty alone oh. Make dem make it say e dey binding, so that we go fit hold the government accountable when they no perform the duty wey they suppose perform give the people. For our final analysis, we wan begin ask ourselves some kind questions. Wetin be those things wey we feel say need to change for all these kind things to stop for Naija? Number one be say government must begin to respond sharp to any issue wey touch on security, safety of lives and property of the Nigerian citizens. Number two na constitutional reform. Make am say the provisions of chapter 2 wey provide for duties of government, make dem make am enforceable, so that when government fail to perform this duty, people go fit drag them go court to enforce them to perform their duty within the bounds of the law. Number 3 na immediate arrest and prosecution of all these attackers, unknown gunmen, terrorists, all of them. Number 4 suggestion from my own side na say make government begin dey put in place some kind of compensation for people wey be victim of all these kind circumstances. Even though we know say money no go dey enough to bring back the life wey don lost, but at least dem go fit get some kind properties back. Those wey don lose their means of livelihood go fit see small thing wey dem carry put garri put for mouth, pending when dem go fit get themselves and their life back in order. And the number 5 recommendation and suggestion na say issue of inquest or public hearing. And this one na as e concern the military and police intervention and inaction and the activities with regards to the safety and security of the Nigerian citizens and the Nigeria as a whole. On a final note, Amebo Barrister wan make all of us understand say, my people, if life no dey safe, democracy na empty talk, big grammar. Wetin Port Harcourt people dey talk okpokpo cho. We no go continue to dey bury our brothers and sisters like this under unnecessary killing now. Then you go hear say government don do press statement today, do press statement tomorrow, next tomorrow they kill another people again. No, now you know they tire us. If you be family member of any of the victims, you get right to justice, because justice now for everybody. If you dey hear my voice, you be victim, family member of a victim, make una begin dey speak up. Make we hear una, make we see where una dey, make government attention dey drag to where una dey. Make una no dey keep quiet again, my people. We as a people must begin to demand from government, no be only condolence. Government must begin to take strong and firm action to make sure say security and lives of property e dey guaranteed for inside we Naija. This na Amebo Barrister, where law dey meet people. And today, Lady Justice don wear koi shoe to make sure say justice is being done. So my people, make una like, comment, share your opinion, share your thoughts. Because last, the voice of justice must dey louder than the voice of our cry and our wailing.